Welcome back to another episode of Wonder World. Today we are going to take a look at some of the animals you should never ever touch. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the Wonder World channel and ring that bell so you never miss an upload from us. Let's begin. Number 12. The poison dart frog. The Amazon jungle is known to have more than the fair share of its dangers. So, if there's one place you're sure to find a deadly animal, it is the Amazon jungle. The jungle is inhabited by poisonous flora and fauna, and one such poisonous animal is the poison dart frog. They lead a solitary life and are extremely territorial. They are very colorful, so you might be tempted to touch it. Don't. They are given that name because of its thin coat of neurotoxins. So, it's definitely not something you would want to touch. And what exactly would happen if you were to touch it? Well, the poison dart frog has a poison potent enough to kill 10 grown adults. Yeah, you heard it right. 10 grown adults. The golden poison frog is the most poisonous of this species, and even in tiny amounts, their poison can cause paralysis and sometimes death. If you ever decide to take a trip to the Amazon jungle, stay away from these colorful frogs. Number 11. The Puss Moth. The Puss Moth is named that way because of its resemblance to a cat. It may look furry and cute, but it is not. They are teardrop shaped and have long silky hair which resembles a tuft of cotton or fur. But the pretty fur is actually a set of deadly spikes designed to kill. When a Puss Moth caterpillar rubs or presses against skin, the venomous hairs become embedded. Then, a horrible pain instantly hits your body and causes an intense throbbing pain. This only continues to grow and spread throughout your body with time. The pain usually subsides within an hour and the spots disappear in a day. But you may also find it hard to breathe and suffer headache and nausea when you get bitten by a Puss Moth. These caterpillars are endemic to the southern USA and live in shady trees and shrubberies around homes and schools, and in parks we'd say they're best to avoid. Number 10. Indian red scorpion. Unlike frogs and some spiders, we do not know anyone who cuddles with scorpions. This one in particular is a tiny bit temperamental. The Indian red scorpion is considered to be the most lethal scorpion in the world. Despite the name, the scorpion isn't necessarily red. It can range from reddish-brown to orange or brown. They do not hunt people, but they will sting to defend themselves. A person who gets stung by a red scorpion may actually die if not attended to immediately. They are known to carry a very potent neurotoxin that contains a mix of salts, small molecules, and proteins. Its venom also contains neurotoxins that can be especially deadly to children since their bodies are so small. Number 9. The Brazilian wandering spider. Yep, we are back in the Amazon. We know there are some arachnid enthusiasts who play with tarantulas. Well, you might not want to try your luck with this one. Most spiders that we know cannot kill you from a single bite. But the Brazilian wandering spider can do so, and quite effectively. The bite from the spider without antivenom can quickly kill you. It does depend on exactly how much venom you were injected with. What makes matters worse is that these spiders do not just sit around waiting for prey to come to them like other spiders. Instead, they actively hunt by soaring the jungle floors. They are especially common in the forests, but you'll likely only see them at night, since they spend the daytime in hiding. If you disturb them, which why would you, they will bite multiple times and their venom will cause swelling, pain, and breathing problems and blurry vision. If left untreated, it could even cause death, especially in young children. You might want to watch out then if you have a thing for spiders. Number 6. Weaver fish. This fish is relatively lesser known venomous fish, and unlike others, these fish sink when they are not swimming and spend most of their time living on the sand. They can be found anywhere along the beach as they have the ability to spend long periods of time outside water. They can cause a lot of pain if you accidentally tread on them. They have spines along their back which are needle sharp, and those spines carry venom which they use for defense. The poison released will cause serious pain. The symptoms include inflammation, swelling, numbness, breathing difficulties, and sometimes even local paralysis. It generally subsides in 24 hours, but there are long-lasting effects you'd rather avoid. Luckily, the treatment for this is not too complicated. You just have to put your feet in hot water. This reduces the effect of the toxin by breaking down its proteins. Unfortunately, there's no antivenom for the toxin, so you just have to let it bleed out. You won't bleed a lot, but just enough to rid your body of most of the toxin. It is okay to take painkillers to subdue the pain. Be aware, even when they're dead, weaver fish can cause a serious wound from their spines, which contain a neurotoxin venom, which can cause death. Number 5. Tsetse fly. Do not let the cute name trick you. They're just as deadly as the kissing bug and the puss moth. They may be similar to a housefly with a size ranging from 8 to 17 millimeters, but they have a long proboscis that extends directly forward. They are rather blood-sucking insects. They also carry diseases like the sleeping sickness. The disease can induce a tremendous amount of pain and suffering. Extreme lethargy is one of the most prominent symptoms of this disease. Unfortunately, it might lead to death too. It strikes about 20,000 people a year and has put around 70 million people in sub-Saharan Africa at risk. As this disease affects livestock, it becomes difficult to carry on animal husbandry in some areas, which takes a serious economic toll on the region. So, if you're traveling the equatorial land of Africa, we suggest you stay on high alert. If you think that this sounds dangerous, just wait till you hear number 1. Number 4. The blue-ringed octopus. Anyone who comes across this animal will be tempted to touch it due to its beauty. But these beautiful blue rings are there for a reason. When they are threatened, bright blue rings appear all over its body as a warning to potential predators. Its venom is 1,000 times more powerful than cyanide. Despite its golf ball-sized small body, it is packed with enough venom to kill 26 adult humans within minutes. Now we can see why it is recognized as one of the most dangerous animals in the ocean. These octopuses produce a neurotoxin called tetrodotoxin, a deadly substance also found in pufferfish, which they use when they are hunting. The octopus captures crabs, shrimps, and small fish and then peck through its prey's exoskeleton and insert the venom. Then, using its beak, it picks off the meat from the paralyzed prey. In the end, only the tougher outer shell of its prey remains. That was pretty dark. Number 3. Japanese Giant Hornet. The venom carried by this insect can destroy red blood cells, which can result in kidney failure and even death. But the bigger problem here is the allergy. Some people are naturally more allergic to bee stings, and it can trigger a deadly anaphylactic reaction in them, which can lead to airway closure or cardiac arrest. These bees reportedly kill 30 to 50 people in Japan every year. These hornets are also destructive to Western honeybees. Researchers have found out that tens of thousands of honeybee hives are damaged by the giant hornets each year. Number 2. The bullet ant. The name itself will scare you a bit, and the ant definitely does justice to the name. The bullet ant is one of the most formidable insect foes that exist. With its pairs of mandibles that can grasp and hold on to anything with a disturbing amount of pressure, we can say it is almost a tiny alligator. Together with its painful sting, it is clear that we should avoid the bullet ant at all costs. The sensation of getting stung by an ant of this species is described as painful as being hit by a bullet. It is an instantaneous and radiating pain that travels from the spot of the bite in continuous waves throughout the whole body. It could last for about 24 hours. During this time, the affected area might suffer temporary paralysis, and the victim might shake uncontrollably. Victims may also show symptoms like vomiting and high fever. As these ants run in colonies, a sting from one ant might trigger a full-blown assault from thousands upon thousands of other ants. I would not wish that upon my worst enemies. Pain eventually reduces in a day and has no lasting side effects, but I still wouldn't mess with them. Number 1. The stinging nettle caterpillar. These caterpillars come in various colors, but they can be easily identified by their oval-shaped, stout bodies and the spines that protrude from them. They have 2 to 4 clusters of spines protruding from the rear and the clusters of spines surrounding the edge of their bodies. Their bodies are hollow with a toxic gland at the base. If you touch them, you'll feel burning or stinging sensation, redness, and inflammation at the area of contact. However, it gets worse if you're allergic. Then you might feel more severe symptoms like difficulty in breathing. These caterpillars can also infest plants and destroy them within few days. They are commonly found in Southeast Asia, and some have been spotted in Hawaii. It is better to observe these things from far so as to avoid those terrible symptoms. Well, that concludes our list for the 12 deadliest animals you should never touch. Make sure you've subscribed to the Wonder World channel, and if you enjoyed this video, check out the others on our channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.